Hey guys, welcome back to another episode, I guess we'll call it, of I Will Wander. Kind of a weird one. I'm in a rental car of sorts. It's a Modo. It's kind of a co-op thing. It's a great system. If they're operating in your city, they have vehicles all over town, and you just go and you pick one up and you can rent them by the hour or, for a week if you want. It's a really good way to do things because it's almost like a print-on-demand thing. Really hot in this car right now, and I have all the fans off so I can do this video without that background aggravation for you. I'm in Lake Country at the moment, just heading out of Kelowna that way. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know how far I'm going. I booked this car for 24 hours. Some really sad news about Red Betty. I'll go into that later. I think you can figure it out, but not entirely set in stone yet, but it doesn't look like that old girl's going to be a part of our lives anymore. But for now, we're on a completely random road trip. I have a tentative destination planned. If that doesn't end up being the case, well, that's fine too. We'll just go wherever the headlights lead us. Let's wander. Hello again. About 2 hours, I guess, into this day's road trip. Trying to just book her through and get to where I'm going. You'll see why when we get there. If we get there, I never really know where it's going to go, but I'll show you in a second why I stopped here, because I felt I had to share what is on offer in front of me. Kamloops is just that way, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes. Soviano or something is that way. There's a little development called Toviana. It's Gulf Marina kind of a thing. I'll show you in a second. And let's have a look at the view on offer here, just outside of Kamloops, BC. This is why I stopped. I felt I had to share. More of this to come, but this is uniquely, astoundingly, incredibly beautiful here. That is this Toviana-ish, something like Toviana, settlement. Settlement, not a settlement. I guess it's kind of a settlement, but it's development that has pretty good marina, and there's some really high-end golf courses going in there as well. And there's a big truck going by right now, so let's let him do his thing. Anyway, I felt I had to share. Keep going this way a bit. Give you a little more love here before we carry on. This is British Columbia, Canada, where I am right now. Another loud truck going by. Give it a second there. British Columbia, Canada is the westernmost province in Canada. And each province is, you could say, a sovereign circumstance. I'm not feeling too Ottawa, I'll tell you that right now. And the beauty on hand in this westernmost province of Canada, BC, it's called for short. It's like none other on earth. Like, this is nuts. And we've just scratched the surface together. We're going to see a lot more of it, hopefully, together. Let's carry on. Said I wasn't stopping until I get where I'm going, but I had to get a shot of this. Just the scale of it is absolutely nuts. This is Greymont, right beside the road. Mining up. The scale of it's incredible. So there's the car, and that's the size of this thing. I don't know what they mine, but it looks like there's a lot of it. Let's keep going. Hi guys, the epic adventure continues right beside the highway. Lillooet is just up that way. We're gonna go there, and then there's a couple of spots a little further back we're gonna go check out. At least one of them. But I wanted to take a moment and show you some of this incredible scenery yet again beside the highway, just outside of Lillooet, British Columbia, as the cars go by and make some noise. This area and I have a very interesting history, particularly the song Moonlight Mile by the Rolling Stones. Long story, but I associate that song with this area because I lived in Whistler, just that way, not too far, by my standards, not too far, for many, many, many years. So I came through here quite a few times, and I'm very familiar with this little section of British Columbia, and had some wonderful, wonderful road trip memories, and then some not so great associations as well, and that's where that song comes in. But today is a great day. Everything's good. We're going to carry on, and we're going to get to Lillooet at least. And I don't know, to be honest, if we're going to carry on much further from there. I don't know. Depends on the light, partly. The mood. I don't like that there. I just thought I'd give you a shot of that view. We'll carry on Moonlight Mile. Here we go. Don't the night pass slow. A little further up the road. Not quite to Lillooet yet, but stopping for the epic scenery like we have right here. Lillooet is just that way, 5 to 10. So we're going to carry on in a sec. And then we're going to go to Lillooet, stop briefly, and then I might as well show you what's on the other side. Then we're going to carry on further into the back country. And I'm going to point something out to you down below here that I think is of interest. So, this area is the stomping grounds of the Lillooet tribe. See these trails here that go along down there and then back down there, and then you go down the the river. There's a beach right there, and then more beach right there. Moving right along, this thing right here, that is a fishing operation they have going there seasonally. There's another one. Is it in frame? There it is. And they fish periodically, and they've been doing so for, I want to say, 10,000 years, probably more. The First Nations in this area, probably way more actually. And this is a gorgeous place. Their home. It sure is beautiful. This place that they call home, and we visit. Another slightly different angle of the same section of river, just outside Lillooet. And an incredible spot that you really feel like a tourist here. You being a white person. This is theirs. Look at that beach right there, and then another beach right there. And then they do their fishing, their traditional fishing, a little further up. And we are tourists here. It's awesome, this area. This is just as you're coming into Lillooet. Always love that mountain view. And then, over this way, look at that. one tree hanging on right there. Made it to Lillooet. Not quite exactly where I had planned to go, but that's one of the joys of being on a wander, is you end up in these unanticipated, unexpected places. How's that for scenery in the background there? Ooh, nice. So, just outside of Lillooet, that's the little moto car I rented, by the way. Red Betty, as I think I touched on, is no longer with us. Just outside Lillooet, I happened upon this circumstance I'm going to reveal to you in a second. As I was driving up the wrong side road, there's something that I want to go check out. I've been to many times because, as I said, this sort of, oh no, I didn't mention this. Coming here feels like going home, which is a development I wasn't anticipating when I came here. A lot going on, exciting days here at I Will Wander. So this is beside the road that I mistakenly took. We have these ancient fishing spots. Tens of thousands of years these guys have been hanging out here doing their thing. And then a little bit of not a bad looking mountain view. But then we've also got these old cabins here. One here and several more right in there. God knows how old they are, but we'll have a quick look. Let's see if there's anything. Oh, I didn't. Okay, no worries. I didn't bring my deterrent. Sorry about the finger in the shot there. I normally, because there are carnivores in this area, I normally bring some insurance, shall we say. I left it in the car. That's okay. That's okay. We'll carry on. Let's see what this metal thing is here. And you know what? There's a graveyard just up here, but I don't think I like the optics of me going, hey guys, look at this graveyard. So we're going to switch it around here. I'll show you what I'm looking at. Okay, old cabin. Ancient First Nations fishing spot. And this incredible scenery. I don't know what this is. I'm in flip-flops, so we're going to be careful. Part of an old car, maybe? I don't know. And then we come back around to the spot. Where they've been fishing forever. And then directly ahead, there is a graveyard. And more of the older cabins over there. Some neat looking wood. How's that for a view? Not bad. Lillooet, British Columbia, Canada. Not the gentlest little town in some ways. You'll see what I mean if you spend any time here. But we're just gonna zoom out and freeze frame on that. Look at that. Come on. Lillooet's like right around that corner, the town proper. And some neat rock formations there. More of these fishing things they have. And then an absolutely massive graveyard. With many unmarked or graves with no name. What a weird wander. I did not anticipate ending up here this morning when I left Kelowna. I know of 2 spots that are particularly dramatically, incredibly beautiful back in this area, because again, I lived not too far from here for a long time, but I don't think we're gonna have time. Very large insect just flew up. Pardon the language. I was being accosted by an insect. I don't know that we're gonna have time to explore the particularly unique spots that I'm aware of in this area. I'll keep going and see just how much light we can sneak out. There's a foundation of a building structure here. You can see it was something at some point. And it burned, whatever it was, burned down. You can tell by the logs. So, let's go back the way we came and see what there's to see on this continued wander to parts unknown.